And there's the YouTube recording. And there is the podcast audio recording. Out fucking standing.
Father Teresa's wine cellar is rated R for keeping it real.
How do you feel? I feel amazing. Is this how men feel? All the time. Even the ugly ones.
Like that little bitch, Eminem.
Politics is weird and creepy, and now I know lacks even the loosest attachment to anything like reality.
Wait a second, let me test that out again.
I'll give you until I finish my cuppa, and I'm fucking thirsty.
Okay. Alright, looks like a fair deal. Let's bring it on down. Heads don't know about that Mitchie Slick, Chief. Alright, so, a thought has been, going around a bit, and it's not a new thought. We've all thought it, but it's not a mainstream talking point. By mainstream, I don't just mean like, oh, the mainstream media. I mean mainstream is in larger Democratic voting, most likely to vote Democrat narrative, which is that they're not voting in their own interest when talking about like middle class, lower middle class, poor right wingers, Republican, libertarian, whatever the fuck, right wingers. And talking about they don't vote in their own interests. Yes, the fuck they do. Phoenix Leader made a post about it. Penny Loco, that gets down with us. Penny Loco is this person here, if you forgot.
This show is fucked up.
Penny Loco shared a post that someone made about it. That, yes, they are voting in their interests. And not only that, their interests are delivered upon, all right? Like, what are their interests? Their interests are sexism, misogyny. Do they not get that? Right? Their interests are ableism. We just mentioned in a previous episode, go back to a, I think it was a 2012 or a 2010 vote. They got their ableism, right? Their vote is racism. Remember a Supreme Court thing that happened in 2013? They got their racism. They get what they vote for. These are their interests. Their interests are guns. Guns everywhere. Guns all the time. Gotta have guns. Georgia, guns everywhere bill. Guns in church. Guns in bars. Get drunk, got a gun. Alright, bar fight gonna be more interesting. They're voting in their interest, and they're fucking getting what they want. Shit, they like classism. Even if they're the victims of their own white-on-white crime classism, they like classism. They like people being punished for not being rich. Alright? They got what they wanted. That's what they were interested in. They voted for it, and they got it.
When we're not on the show, Father Teresa yells at me.
Shit, what else are they interested in? They're interested in harming people that want to move over here, but that are brown. All right, you come over here looking all brown and talking that stuff. All right, were they tripping on Milo Yiggy Yappermouth? No, I ain't give a fuck about Milo Yiggy Yappermouth. He's all right, and he's a right winger. But then Milo had to find out that they vote against gay folks. They vote against trans folks. Do they not get their shit delivered upon? Because I tell you that Neil Gore and who's that nigga? Bad Boy Brett, the number one rapist. They're gonna deliver. And stop pretending maybe that the fucking Supreme Court is not just a micro mini Congress with no terms and no term limits. All right, but that's the deal. They got what the fuck they voted for. That is what they wanted. All right, moving on over. The most millennial thing ever. Alexandria Broke-Asio Cortez. She ain't got much money dollars. And plenty of outlets are sharing this around. The first one I saw, somebody had linked from Vice. And I've brought articles off of Vice before, but I decided to look for another outlet. And I landed on NBCWashington.com. And the article kicks off. It's by Andrea Swalek. All right, and this went up November 8th. Right now it's November 9th, 2018, 3:27 a.m., morning wine cellar. And Alexandria, wait, hold up, skippy flippy dippy doo. Andrea Swalek's article kicks off like this. Would you be able to rent a DC apartment if you didn't get paid for 3 months? Congressperson-elect Alexandria Broke-Asio Cortez said she cannot. The New York Melinnial told the New York Times in a story published Wednesday that she needs to wait until her congressional salary kicks in to get an apartment in D.C., which ranks among the most expensive cities in the country for renters. All right. Now, Broke-Asio Cortez told the Times that she was preparing to move to D.C., but the time before she leaves New York will be very unusual because, quote, I can't really take a salary. I have 3 months without a salary before I'm a member of Congress, so how do I get an apartment? Those little things are very real, end quote. That is so fun. Not only is that so millennial, but that's so not what Congress and the Senate usually is. You know, Neil deGrasse Tyson had pointed that out some time ago, where it was like, I think this was 2013, he pointed this out, where it was like, just look at Congress. Business owner, lawyer, business owner. Where is the rest of life, right? Where are the, where are the doctors? Where are the, where's the astrologist? Where are the rest of the people? It's just business owners and the people that protect business owners. And that's all you have that are your so-called representatives, right? Like the last two Democrat standard bearers, Barry Hussein and Hillary Clinton, couple of fucking lawyers, right? I don't know what the fuck Bill Clinton did. I don't know if he was a lawyer, but that nigga Jimmy Carter, peanut farmer, business owner, right? And that's on your Democrats. All right, business owners, lawyers. Jebediah Bushfield. No, wrong one. He didn't become president. He got Trump flexed on his ass. But George Bush, business owner. Yeah, failed. Okay, whatever. But business owner. His Poppy Bush was just giving him shots. This shit continues a wee bitty bit more. Looking, nothing going on in the archive chat space at 3:30 a.m. November 9th, 2018. Broke-Asio Cortez, who will represent parts of New York City, started the year as a bartender. She will make $174,000 a year as a member of Congress. The median rent for a one-bedroom in D.C. is $2,170 a month. Jesus Christ. And that's according to a report released this month by real estate startup Zumper. That gives DC the 7th highest rental cost in the country. On Twitter, some people sympathized with the congressperson-elect. Others thought she would be just fine. I mean, yeah, she will now. But, like, that's dismissive of the fact that the concept of land ownership is theft from, like, the larger global society. fuck you. You don't own the fucking planet. Like, you just carve out a piece of planet like, this mine. And then, even grimier, when you don't live on it and till that land. Do we still till land? When you don't live on that land, at least, you own it and someone else has to give you money to put their fucking feet on it? Fuck you. That's grimy as shit. You know, European ideas, they're all bad. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, a bunch of people. And this is what articles are now. A bit of the facts and then embedded tweets. Look, some people are saying stuff about this. Like, that's literally damn near 50% of the article is embedded tweets over here on NBCWashington.com. Alright, let's take a look here. So, toward the end, Broke-Asio Cortez, a 29-year-old individual, is the youngest cis woman ever elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. The Democratic Socialist defeated Representative Joseph Crowley, the number 4 Democrat in the House. Her victory shocked her as much as it shocked the political establishment, which, again, Joyanne Reid had a Joydian slip and inadvertently admitted that nobody did their homework on her, and now that she won, we all have to go read and shit. Like, we actually have to do our fucking jobs now and can't just spew corporatist talking points. Joyanne Reid is fucking garbage. So when Ocasio Cortez, Broke-Asio Cortez won, she clapped her hands over her mouth on live TV as she watched the results at her campaign watch party. All right, so that's a good old time. Update. This update on the Cameroon kidnapping is coming off of the Guardian.com. And the article, who put this article up? Skibidoobadoop. Ruth McLean is a West African correspondent, along with Brenda Kiven, who was in Bamenda, and they put this article together and submitted it to the Guardian.com. Dozens of students who were freed from kidnappers only to be put under effective school arrest by the Cameroonian government have been reunited with their parents. The governor of the Northwest region had insisted lessons go on after their capture, and security personnel were deployed to Niquin Presbyterian Secondary School in Bamenda. This is stopping parents from removing their children on Thursday. After lobbying from angry and upset parents and a gun battle that broke out outside their classrooms, the children were allowed home. One father had been told he would not be allowed to remove his children and was talking to them about it when the gunfight broke out. Quote from Mr. Gama, quote, "As I was discussing with my children, that is when they started shooting for about 6 to 10 minutes. Fuck. We were afraid of the gunshots." End quote. The exchange of gunfire was apparently between the military and separatists from the English-speaking regions. Remember, the thing is, they all suffered invaders. Some invaders that spoke English and some invaders that spoke French. And in this microcosm, regionally, the French language speaking became dominant out there. So the people that speak English end up marginalized and outskirted, if you will. And that's what the separatists wanted to create a new area for. Right? Right. In interviews with The Guardian, some of the children said they were certain their kidnappers had been the Amba boy separatists, who have tried to enforce a boycott of schools in the Anglophone regions. Both Cameroonian forces and separatists have been accused of grave abuses in the conflict, which began as a plea for English-speaking officials to be appointed to the region's schools and courts, but escalated into a full-blown rebellion after the government killed peaceful protesters. One student said there were about 50 kidnappers who made them walk through the night. Quote, "I was very afraid. We kept walking and walking. Our legs were paining. We didn't know if they would kill us or not. The boys said their only problem is that we were in school. They said that they don't want school." End quote. Which, of course, they want a school boycott for now, not don't want school at all. Closing quote from another child said, "They forced us to record a video saying police kidnapped us. We did." End quote. Some of their kidnappers spoke Pidgin English, Pidgin, Pidgin English, an indication that they might be from Anglophone regions, while others said they wore military-style boots. They're talking about the kidnappers. The kidnappers spoke Pidgin English and wore military-style boots. 2 girls are still missing. Remember that this was mostly boys that got taken, but now 2 girls are still missing. So, of course, the wine cellar will keep up with this. Jesus Christ. As well as the school principal and a teacher. One, if I remember right, the principal's a cis woman. Gotta go back and check. One abductee said, quote, "They asked those whose parents work with the government to stand up. Then they took 2 girls and the teachers and drove away with them." End quote. Some parents forced their way onto campus Thursday morning, threatening to take the school and the head of the Presbyterian church that runs it to court if they did not release their children. The school's vice principal and security guards have been in police custody since the kidnapping. All right. So that's going on. We'll link that in the web post along with the Alexandria Broke-Asio Cortez, and everybody's going to have a good time. All right. Keep this gosh darn thing alive. PayPal.me/Phoenix and William. Patreon.com/Wine Cellar Media Fund. Please be as safe as possible. Oh shit. Wherever you are. Dadgummit. There we go. I be bumping the microphone. There we go. Facebook Live is off. And YouTube recording off. 18 minutes. There you go.